So I've finally put into words why I am so bothered by my living situation of dealing with other people's half done or forgotten tasks, and why that's justified. You may, probably do, look at the things that I complain about and think I'm whiny. And sure, yeah, other people could and would suck it up and deal with it. Good for them. But I think it's important to admit that regardless of the size of the inconvenience, that these things exist at all are not just inconsiderate or unfair, but they create an unequal division of labor. Not division of labor in a shared house, even, but division of labor between our separate lives, my housemates and me. So, like, every chore that I do is my chore plus some more chore. I'm not doing my laundry in a timely manner. I'm waiting to do my laundry because someone left theirs in. I'm not doing my laundry unless I also move theirs first. I can't do my tasks until I finish doing theirs. And the strain of that equation adds up. That I'm getting a +1 on every task I do left by others when I only have so much to give in a day for myself. And obviously, not only is that tiring, it's a bit upsetting. Sure, like in the way that they put me in that situation, it's a bit upsetting, but mostly that I can't escape these extra labors left by others. There's nothing I can do to avoid them for myself, no matter how much more effort I put in, because I can't make them live their life in a way that won't affect me. That's the whole damn problem. All the little things that I do for myself to make my own life easier, that effort gets erased in other people's access and influence on my space. I think the best situation I've experienced within the last year or whatever to explain this, I was making food. Something intentionally easy, a comfort food, frozen pizza. I was late on dinner because other people had been occupying the kitchen, so I was quite hungry. When it came time to spin the pizza, I smelled something burning. Bad. So I pull out my pizza to find that although the crust was completely floppy and the top was uncooked, the cheese barely melted, like this is barely even hot. The bottom of my pizza was black. It was the pan. Someone had put the pan away in the cupboard when it hadn't been cleaned after its last use. And now I had a completely uncooked pizza that was already burnt too bad to eat. My dinner was pushed back again, I was starving, my food had been ruined and wasted, and I now had to deal with this pizza and pan when all I was ever supposed to have been doing was having a quick, easy dinner. But I couldn't, because of the choices other people made. Chores they did not do became mine to deal with, and my experience is the one that got fucked. And there's so many more layers to this than you are probably even considering. Of all the things that would need to be tacked onto the original task of heating up a damn frozen pizza, then there wasn't already. If I ever don't want this to happen again. What am I? Supposed to inspect every piece of cookware I interact with before I use it, even though I should be able to trust it's clean because it is in the clean cupboards? Am I supposed to just re-wash everything I use anyway, just in case, before I use it? So I'm doing double the dishes out of mistrust? Some people could shrug this off as a single incident mishap, and it was. But these sorts of things happen all the time in a variety of different ways, and through oversights others have, which I can't predict. So I hope I've properly communicated that if I absolutely want to make sure I don't encounter these things all the time, I would need to be living a life where I'm doing several times more labor with every single task I do to make sure that other people have done the communal chores up to standards and not sabotage me. Just putting a frozen pizza in the oven becomes checking the pan I want to use is clean, re-cleaning it, and then doing the dishes right away afterwards so no one else puts it away unclean. That's 3 out of 4 more steps to the overall task of making this dinner that I'd need to prioritize that didn't exist before. Obviously, this happens with other dishes too, getting put away from the dishwasher without inspection, and me pulling them out to find caked on old food because they needed to be soaked and weren't, and put away anyway. And it's like, cool. So if I don't want to run into that, I need to load the dishwasher myself, put it on, hand wash everything that doesn't fit, and put away all the dishes every day, even though that's a labor that should be shared among the several adults in the household because I'm the only one who will actually do it right. Just stuck on the dishwasher thing. Like sometimes I go to put a plate in the dishwasher and I can't because everything else has been put in so poorly that it's full, but it's actually only half full. My dishes and more would fit had other people put theirs in correctly, which we all know how to do, so why did my task, as simple as putting a cup in the dishwasher, become me reorganizing the whole fucking dishwasher? That's so much more of a chore than I bargained for, and it's not mine to bear. It makes me so burnt out to encounter this stuff. I just want to do my one thing without having to do pieces of everyone else's.